Hello, I'm here today to talk to you about a serious problem in our country, that being addiction. Now, when I say the word addiction, there might be a lot of things that come to your mind. Often these things seem to be quite negative. This level of stigma that we place on this mental health condition is so serious that often it drives other people to resist going into treatment. When we look at the United States, we have about 10% of our population that has an addiction problem or some substance use disorder. When looking at those individuals, 75% do not go on to seek treatment. With this being such a problem in our country, why are we not doing anything about it? Well, we really are. There are several treatment modalities, support groups, self help groups that work towards this. One of them being seeking safety. Seeking safety is an approach that looks at a dual diagnosis approach to treatment. This being it understands that there is a two conditions that they're needing to be addressed. One of those being trauma, the other being substance use disorders. While these two conditions can have great similarities, there are also great differences as well. Often when we look at these, we can see individuals who have experienced some kind of trauma as a child, an adult, something where they was very impactful and shattered their worldview. A trauma is something that does exactly just that. It takes our understanding of the world and turns it on its head. A child believes that their parents are going to be supportive and caring of them, but if they go on and abuse them or neglect them, that shatters that perception of how the world works and creates a hole that they can't quite fill. This leads them to develop coping strategies. Some of them could be supportive and helpful, but oftentimes these can lead down different paths, one of these being addiction. So, seeking safety. This approach primarily focuses on that trauma component. As you can see above me, these are the key principles that are utilized in seeking safety. The top priority being the individual's safety, not abstinence. When we look at this approach, we're understanding how we can help the individual on their level. When we look at seeking safety and its effects for being able to treat the trauma, it is quite effective at a moderate to high effect size. When we look at this present study that understood the components of how it treats addiction itself, there was showed to be a medium effect size. The importance of this is understanding that these dual diagnosis approaches have effectiveness across both domains. It's not just faceted towards one component. Now, this is something that wasn't heavily researched. So, greater understandings of these approaches and being able to support individuals to seek treatment and knowing that there are efficacious ways to approach this is something that we should approach not only as individuals, but as a society. Thank you for your time.